So going from WWE, it was also announced that All Elite Wrestling had a boost in their talent relations department. Tony Khan issued a press release saying that he was expanding the talent relations department with the promotion of Sanjay Dutt, QT Marshall, Pat Buck, and Tony Schiavone, as well as the addition of Madison Rayne as a coach for the women's division. She actually has been added, at least temporarily, as an in-ring talent as well. She's scheduled to somewhere down the line face Jade. So I just wanted to gather your thoughts on the promotion of these guys, the addition of Madison Rayne, and what do you think it does for AEW?
Well, my first thoughts when I was reading that was that I honestly think that just a little bit that Hunter applied a bit of pressure on these people because that was a big move. That was a bold move to make.
That was.
It was. I think the biggest eyebrow raise was definitely Madison Rayne being a coach for that division, because from my knowledge, they didn't really have much organization or leadership back there with the women's division. From sources that I have spoken to, the females would kind of go about everything on their own. And this is, I guess, they believe in the beginning, wasn't Kenny Omega having a role with helping and organizing the women's storylines and coaching them and stuff like that? And then he had to step back for whatever reason. He chose to step back.
Yeah, he definitely he was like a liaison, if you will, between like Tony and the women. So
yes, and I'm pointing that out just because, don't get me wrong, in the beginning, they didn't have a great women's division to start off with, but there was a little bit of structure there in the beginning, just a little bit. And then you notice when he left, the division kind of fell off, and you're kind of just watching as a viewer. You're just like, all right, what the fuck is going on? You know, you could tell that when these females were getting on to cut their promos, like they were really just kind of going off the fly, and that these weren't planned out, and that they weren't exactly working together properly. So I'm happy that we have a veteran like Madison Rayne, even I do find that her as a choice is a little bit random. I'm happy that there's someone there to provide them some leadership, because I do feel like that's something that the division is definitely missing. They have a lot of good talent. They definitely signed a lot of people over the past year or two as far as females go. And I think they could definitely use someone that is going to help the females who lack in promo cut much better promos, because a lot of them, they need help. They need all the help they need, child. Thunder Rose is one of them, and I love her, but she can get all the help that she needs. God. And Madison's good with that. Mads also is damn good.
She's a good on the mic,
good on the mic, but she's very good in the ring.
Yeah.
You know, we remember all her feuds with Tara or Victoria.
Yeah.
You know,
and when she was part of Beautiful People and all that, she was doing her damn thing in TNA.
So she knows to be a faction. She knows how to work solo. She knows how to cut promos, and she knows how to do various. She knows how to fit her role in various types of matches. So I do feel like I'm excited now, because the women's division, as far as AEW goes, is not it's probably the least interesting part of the show. And I feel bad saying that as a woman myself. I should not feel this way.
Right.
But I do feel this way.
I agree with you on that. I'm going to touch on Madison in a little bit, but I would say the addition of Sanjay Dutt, the promotion of Sanjay and QT, I feel like in particular were two very interesting promotions. Pat Buck, Tony, I expected. Sanjay was a former producer in WWE, and QT Marshall, obviously we know his ties to Cody Rhodes. And so Cody and QT are best friends. I think that QT has an eye for talent. He has an eye for developing talent, but I wonder if Tony promoted him because of his knowing his ties to Cody and figuring, if Cody's out the door, QT may follow suit, especially if, the environment in WWE is changing and Cody may have a little bit more flexibility considering his contract size, considering what he negotiated with WWE. So, obviously these are all assumptions and speculations, but things like that make you wonder, like, is there anything more to these promotions than what meets the eye? As it pertains to Madison Rayne, I am very, very, very eager to see what changes that she makes on the women's division. Obviously, like you said, like the talent in the AEW women's division isn't necessarily bad. I think that they have a lot of great talent, but the division kind of lacks structure right now. The division kind of lacks that thing that pops, and it's worse because they have all the components of it that can make it great. Like you have somebody like a Jade, even like Kiera Hogan, Thunder Rosa, Tony Storm. Like you have all these really, really good talents, but it's like, improving and enhancing those talents, utilizing the talents that they have correctly. Um, it's funny because when I'm very interested to see how Madison is going to function with the heels of the AEW women's division, because Madison has always been a really good heel. So I'm going to be paying attention to Jade moving forward. I'm going to be paying attention to Ty Conti, Anna Jay, because I feel like Ty and Anna, um, they were, I guess, cool as baby faces, but I feel like they're better as heels. I feel like these are two talents that can see a tremendous leap if if they get the right training, if they get the right guidance. So I'm definitely going to be paying attention to more of the heels of the women's division, because I think that that's Madison's specialty, and I feel like Madison can help them a great deal. Overall, though, I think in alignment with what you were saying, Hunter was applying pressure, and Tony felt the heat, and he knew that he had to do something. And I feel like this was a good step for him to take, and I think this is going to be good on AEW. Now,